Okay, at the last minute, I decided to do a video on me making some fertilizer. So I've been clipping my Mexican sunflowers over here. Just like that. Stripping off all the leaves. I already planted some over there, but like I say, last minute I said let me make a video of this, so here we go. All of this is going to go in to pickle barrels, and that's going to be compost tea. Now these are just going to go ahead and get put into the soil like that. Now all those are going to grow up and be bushy again. It won't take long for the new growth to come in. Pretty much you want to cut all this growth back. So I just basically take this, stick it in, cut it off, find another place, just stick it in, all the way down in the soil, and I'll be getting those in a minute. All of these, all of those over there, and all of these, and the other ones I got potted, all started from one clipping, from one plant. And when it grows some, when it's in the growing stage like this, you just come back and take some more, and you multiply it. All this is to keep the deer from eating them. This is where that moccasin was when I was doing all of the mulching and weeding. He was right down close to the bottom, curled up, ready to, he was hot. He was ready to strike. He was striking at my boots. That's why I wear boots. And I watch where I put my hands, because you just never know. Now it doesn't matter how many you put into a pot. Once they start growing, I'll transplant them again. Just push them on down to just a little bit sticks up. When you clip them about a foot off of the ground down there, then they come in bushier, like that one's coming in now. If you just let them grow, they just grow tall and into stalks. I rather them be bushy because I want the leaves, I don't want the stalks. But when the stalks grow, a couple times a year, you just clip them. Of course, you only clip them if you want to multiply them. And that's what I want to do. I want these scattered throughout the yard. Eventually, hopefully, I'll have 1,000 pounds or more of fertilizer every couple months. Okay, so you get the idea. So I got a barrel. Now I'm going to take all these leaves, just put them in the barrel. Now, if I had the barrel out here in the beginning, I would just strip him in the barrel, but I just took it out for the video. Okay. So I got a bunch more to do over here, and once I'm done, this should be filled up. Then I'm going to put it over by the well pump over there and fill it up. Put this cover on it, and in a couple of weeks, I'll have fertilizer. And then I'll go ahead and work on that. Probably not today. But anyway, you get the idea. When I bring this over there and fill it up with water, I'll start the video again. Basically, I'm just going to fill that up. Oops. I went ahead and filled this up with pure horse manure. Nothing else in there but horse manure. Now all of this is going to start looking like my other ones over there I planted. So I'll go ahead and add that onto the video here in a little bit once I'm done. Okay, so I got some more pots. This is pure horse manure. This is composted horse manure. As you can see, it looks like dirt. This is about 3 years old. Okay, let's go over there and propagate some more. Okay, so let me do just a little bit more in these new pots. Stick it down in, give it a clip. See how many I can get out of this one over here. I should go down there and get those, but that's all right. We'll do these right now. Okay, I'm gonna get one more over here. Okay, and I put these back up so the deer don't come in here and chew them all up. Okay, I'm still gonna go clip more, but basically this is what it looks like over here. Okay, I still got more work to do. I'm gonna go over there and clip some more. After I clip them, this is what they look like. They're low to the ground. I'll leave those like that. And then each one of these are going to be another Mexican sunflower plant that I could use for some compost tea fertilizer. So let me get cracking. Once I'm done, I'll put this over by the well house, fill it up with water, show you how that's done. I'll show you the stuff that I started 3 weeks ago. It's ready to use now, so I'm going to set out a couple more buckets, and in 3 weeks I'll have more. Okay, these are the ones that I did a couple weeks ago. You can kind of see they're already sprouting some new growth, so they're propagating well. Each one has about 5 or 6 plants in them, some less. So all those are rooting right now, and once they get a little bigger, then I'm going to go ahead and transplant them. So for right now though, I got to get my wand over here. Okay, had to get my wand. Now we're gonna go give them water real quick. Okay, I just turned this on so hot water's coming out because the sun heats it up. As soon as this cools down, I gotta water these in. I gotta give them good water. Feeling good right now. You got to keep them wet, so I got to water these every day. Okay, they're all watered. Okay, so I went ahead and watered those in really good. And I'll come back later and water them. And every morning they're going to get water for probably about 2 weeks. They got to be really wet and moist for those roots to start rooting. Okay, let's go ahead and go over there. And I'm going to go ahead and fill up the pickle barrel that has all the Mexican sunflower leaves in there and start making some compost tea. And I'll show you what my older stuff looks like now. Okay, so here is the compost tea made out of comfrey and Mexican sunflower. As you can see, it's fermenting real nicely. I use a stir and stir it every day while I'm out here. I just went ahead and used the tractor and put dirt here and leveled it out, put cinder block down so I could go ahead and put my barrels on here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the hose in here, fill it up with water so that could ferment like that. So then I'll have a supply and I'll have 2 backup supplies. And then just about every 3 months or 2 months, I'll have 35 gallons, 35, I think that's 40 gallons of compost tea. And now 45 gallons, you dilute it right around, I don't know, 75%. So basically 2 gallons of that makes 5 gallons, or 1 gallon makes 5 gallons, depending on how you want to dilute it. I'll determine that on what I'm going to use it for. Right now I'm going to go ahead and start watering my watermelons with that, and also use it on my fertilizer injector, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, there you go. You got a good idea of how you go ahead and clip and propagate Mexican sunflower. The comfrey is not ready to cut because I just cut it for that. And now I just go ahead and let it ferment. I put it all around the pump house because it's easier for me to get, and put it right into the injector. And you want it out in the sun. You want that to heat up. That way it boils, it ferments, it gets, you know, the temperature is hot. So anyway, there you go. I hope you all got something out of it and start growing some Mexican sunflower. And I'll put it down in the description, ask some questions. I'll tell you how it's all done. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. You have a good one.